Ever feel like you're busy all day but never actually move forward? You start with big plans but distractions and demands hijack your focus. By evening, you're exhausted, yet your goals haven't budged. The real problem isn't your ambition, it's the endless noise stealing your attention. In this episode, we'll show you how to cut through the chaos and finally make real progress. You already have the tools for success: focus and clarity. Clarity means knowing exactly what you want and why. It's your internal compass. Focus is the power to direct your energy toward that goal, blocking out distractions. Most people fail not from lack of ambition, but from fuzzy goals and scattered actions. Today, we'll help you sharpen your vision and channel your energy where it matters most. Your attention is valuable and everyone wants a piece. Every app and notification is designed to keep you hooked, draining your mental energy. The result? Scattered focus, shallow work, and stalled dreams. Recognize this battle for your attention and start choosing where to invest it. Take back your focus and put it to work for your own goals. Multitasking feels productive, but it's actually killing your performance. Switching between tasks drains your brain and leads to mistakes. Deep, meaningful work requires undivided attention. True productivity is about focusing on one important thing at a time. Let go of the multitasking myth and watch your results improve. Constant connectivity exhausts your mind. Your brain needs downtime to recharge and spark creativity. Clarity and insight come in moments of quiet, not constant noise. Schedule regular breaks. Disconnect to reconnect with your best ideas. Protect your mental energy so you can return to your work refreshed and focused. Sometimes your own thoughts are the loudest distractions. Worry, self-doubt, and overthinking can sabotage your focus more than any phone alert. The antidote? Mindfulness and self-awareness. Learn to notice and redirect your thoughts. Practices like meditation and journaling help quiet the internal noise. Master your mind and you'll unlock a new level of focus and clarity. How you start your morning really sets the tone for everything that follows. The most successful people protect their mornings fiercely, treating them as a sacred time. Creating a morning anchor routine is about winning the day before it even officially starts. The goal is to consciously choose your state of mind rather than letting the external world dictate it for you. Think of this morning practice as charging your mental battery for the day ahead. Your morning anchor becomes your non-negotiable commitment to yourself and your goals. It could be as simple as a no phone for the first 30 minutes rule. It's the first and most crucial step in transforming your day into a masterpiece. In our digital world, the simple act of putting a pen to paper has become honestly a revolutionary act. While we spend our days typing, texting, and tapping, the physical process of writing by hand engages our brain in a profoundly different way. Journaling is one of the most powerful and effective tools for cutting through mental clutter and discovering what you truly think and feel. Your mind can be a chaotic place, with thoughts, ideas, fears, and dreams swirling around in a confusing mess. Trying to sort through this internally is like trying to organize a storm. But when you write, you take that storm and give it structure on the page. The practice of journaling is a direct conversation with yourself. It's a dedicated space where you can be completely honest without fear of judgment. You can ask yourself the big questions. What do I really want out of my life? What is holding me back? What am I most afraid of? What am I most excited about? The act of articulating these thoughts in written words forces you to clarify them. Vague feelings become concrete sentences, fuzzy ideas become detailed plans. The process itself untangles the knots in your thinking, allowing insights to surface that were previously buried under layers of mental noise and daily obligation. There are no rules to journaling for clarity. You can use a brain dump technique where you spend 10 minutes writing down everything and anything that is on your mind without censoring yourself. This clears your mental cache and makes space for focus. Or you could use a more structured approach, using prompts like, if I could only accomplish one thing this year, what would it be and why? Or what does my ideal day look like? This isn't about creating a literary masterpiece. It's about the process of discovery. It's a tool for externalizing your inner world so you can look at it objectively and find the signal within the noise. Make journaling a consistent habit, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Treat it as a sacred meeting with your most important advisor, yourself. Over time, your journal will become a record of your growth, a map of your journey, and an undeniable source of clarity. So when you feel lost or overwhelmed, you can look back at your own words and be reminded of your purpose, your values, and your vision. It is a simple analog tool in a complex digital world, but its power to bring focus and direction to your life is honestly unmatched. A lack of clarity often masquerades as having too many priorities. When everything is a priority, nothing is. What is the one thing that by doing it will make everything else easier or unnecessary? This is a game changer for focus. Concentrate all your power onto the one activity that will create the most significant impact. The important tasks are the ones that move you closer to your long-term vision. Choosing your one thing means intentionally saying no to the trivial many, so you can say yes to the vital few. What is the single most important action I can take right now to move this forward? Overcome the overwhelm and build momentum. Identify your one most important task. This approach simplifies success. In a hyper-connected world, we become afraid of being alone with our thoughts. Intentional time alone is not loneliness, but a deliberate retreat to connect with yourself. It's in these quiet moments that your true vision emerges. Your best ideas arise from a quieter place. When you allow your mind to wander, it enters a state of creative incubation. Scheduling solitude is as important as scheduling meetings. Designate one evening a week as a no-input zone. By embracing solitude, you gain perspective and see your goals from a higher vantage point. Solitude is a necessity for a life of purpose and clear vision. We admire ambition, celebrating the drive to achieve more. Yet ambition without clarity is like a powerful ship with no rudder, moving fast but with no direction. This is ambition trap, chasing more without defining enough or what truly matters. When your goal is simply more, you can never arrive, leading to burnout. Define what success means on your own terms, transforming ambition into directed intention for a life of genuine purpose. Setting a goal tells you what you want to achieve, but understanding your why gives that goal its soul and unstoppable power. It's the emotional core that connects your goal to your fundamental values. Without a powerful why, your goals are just empty wishes, easily abandoned when the first obstacle appears. It is your reason that provides the fuel to persevere. Your why is a renewable source of energy. Start with your goal and ask, why do I want this? Then, whatever the answer, ask, why? Again, digging deeper with each question. Once you have identified your why, write it down and keep it visible. Make it the North Star that guides all your decisions and actions. This ensures your journey is as fulfilling as your destination. You need a clear roadmap to achieve your goals. The SMART framework is a classic tool for creating clear objectives. It ensures your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. A vague goal is like a dream without a plan. For example, instead of get in shape, a SMART goal is, I will go to the gym 3 times a week for 45 minutes to lose 10 pounds over the next 3 months. Relevance connects your SMART goal back to your powerful why. Review your current goals and run each one through the SMART framework. This exercise will bring clarity to your plans. Achieving a significant goal isn't just about what you get at the end. It's about who you become in the process. The external reward, the money, the title, the finished product, is often secondary to the internal transformation that takes place. The discipline you build, the skills you acquire, the resilience you develop, and the confidence you gain are the true prizes. When you set a goal with intention, you should focus not only on the outcome, but also on the identity you are cultivating. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I need to be to achieve this goal? This shift in perspective is profoundly powerful. Instead of just chasing a result, you start embodying the characteristics of the person who has already achieved it. If your goal is to run a marathon, you don't just focus on the finish line. You start thinking and acting like a runner today. Runners are consistent, they prioritize their health, and they push through discomfort. By adopting this identity, your daily choices become simpler. When faced with a decision, you can ask, what would a runner do? Would they skip a training session for a trivial reason? Probably not. This identity-based approach makes sticking to your plan feel more natural and aligned with who you are becoming. This vision of your future self acts as a powerful magnetic force, pulling you forward through challenges. When you inevitably face setbacks or moments of doubt, you can connect with that stronger, more capable version of yourself. Visualize this person clearly. What do they think like? How do they carry themselves? How do they handle adversity? This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a mental rehearsal for success. By repeatedly envisioning the person you are growing into, you are wearing your brain to make that vision a reality. You are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy rooted in positive growth and personal evolution. So as you set your goals, look beyond the finish line. Define the character traits, habits, and mindsets you want to build along the way. Your goal to launch a business is also a goal to become more courageous and resourceful. Your goal to learn a new language is also a goal to become more disciplined and open-minded. This makes the journey itself the reward. Every small step, every challenge overcome is a victory that shapes you into the person you aspire to be. This is the ultimate form of intentional goal setting, where the pursuit of your ambitions becomes a beautiful and transformative path of becoming your best self. On your journey to any meaningful goal, you will fail. Many see failure as a final verdict, a sign they aren't good enough. But what if we reframed it? Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to it. Every great achievement is built upon a mountain of failures. Each failure is simply a data point, feedback showing you what doesn't work. The moment you accept this, the fear of failure loses its power. When you are clear on your destination, a detour is just a different route. Redefine failure. It's a test of commitment and a lesson in disguise. Every stumble is an opportunity to get stronger. See every setback as part of the plan, and you become unstoppable. When you experience a setback, the immediate emotional reaction is often one of frustration, disappointment, or even shame. In this state, our instinct is to either blame ourselves harshly or to quickly move on and pretend it never happened, wanting to escape the discomfort. Both of these reactions are a missed opportunity. The most successful people do something different. They don't wallow and they don't ignore. They get curious. They conduct what is known as a post-mortem, an objective, emotion-free analysis of what happened. This is where clarity becomes your greatest ally in turning a loss into a powerful lesson for the future. A post-mortem is not about beating yourself up. It's a clinical fact-finding mission. You step back from the emotional sting and become a detective investigating a case. You ask clarifying questions. What was my original plan? What were the exact results? What went well even in the midst of the failure? What specifically went wrong? Was it a flaw in my strategy, a miscalculation in my execution, or an external factor I didn't anticipate? By breaking down the failure into its component parts, you demystify it. It stops being a big scary monster of "I failed" and becomes a series of solvable problems and valuable insights. This process of analysis brings incredible clarity. You might discover that your goal was unrealistic, that your timeline was too aggressive, or that you lacked a specific skill you need to acquire. Perhaps you'll realize that you ignored your intuition or listened to bad advice. These are not reasons to quit. They are golden nuggets of information. This is the data you need to adjust your plan and improve your approach. Without this clear-eyed view, you are doomed to repeat the same mistakes, running into the same walls over and over again because you never took the time to understand why you hit them in the first place. Make this your standard operating procedure after any setback, big or small. Give yourself a moment to feel the disappointment. That's human. But then grab a notebook and get to work. Be honest and objective. Write it all down. This simple act transforms you from a victim of your circumstances into a student of your own journey. You are no longer losing, you are learning. This is how you build wisdom. It's how you turn every stumble into a step up, using the clarity gained from your missteps to build a stronger, more intelligent path forward toward your ultimate goal. After understanding what went wrong, many people remain frozen, thinking their plan is ruined. The key is to pivot. A pivot is not abandoning your goal, but a strategic course correction. Think of yourself as a ship captain. A wise captain adjusts the sails. Adjust your strategy, but keep your vision in sight. This flexibility is a superpower. Resist the urge to panic. Ask, what small adjustment can I make? Overcoming failure is about being adaptable. Have the clarity to hold steady and the wisdom to pivot. Failure can take a toll. It can drain your energy and shake your confidence. In these moments of doubt, the most powerful resource you have to get back up is the emotional force of your why. Your deep reason for starting is the fuel that will reignite your spirit. When feeling defeated, your brain will offer logical reasons to quit. Reconnect with the heart of your goal, take out your why, read it aloud, and remember the feeling you had when you first set out. Reconnecting with that purpose is like pouring gasoline on a dying fire. When your reason is big enough, the setbacks seem smaller. Your purpose acts as an anchor, reminding you that this single event does not define your entire journey. It's just one chapter, not the whole story. Cultivating and protecting your why is the ultimate resilience strategy. You can have the clearest goals and a perfect plan, but life is unpredictable, chaotic, and often messy. Just when you feel like you are hitting your stride, a storm will appear. These are life quakes that shake your foundation. In these moments, it is easy to feel like a failure. This is a critical juncture. Clarity gives you a different perspective. Life's storms are not a sign that you should give up. They are simply part of the human experience. The real test is how you navigate them. The first step is to acknowledge this truth without judgment. Life will get hard. Give yourself permission to be in the storm. Your plan is just on pause. Your goals are waiting for you on the other side. Weather the storm. When a crisis hits, maintaining your routine is unrealistic and a recipe for burnout. This is where the non-negotiable minimum becomes your anchor. Ask yourself, what is the smallest action I can take today that keeps me connected to my goal? It's the one tiny thing that, no matter how chaotic life gets, you will do. This is about preservation, keeping the pilot light of your ambition from going out completely. This minimum should be laughably small, ridiculously easy to achieve. The purpose is to maintain the identity. This keeps the thread of your habit alive. The non-negotiable minimum prevents that break. It provides a tiny, stabilizing anchor of routine and identity in a sea of uncertainty. This can be the difference between a temporary pause and a permanent stop. Downgrade your goals to the most essential form. Define your non-negotiable minimum. After the storm, you can feel stuck, the path back seems too steep to climb, and your goal feels crushing. Forget the mountain. Focus on the single stone in front of you. The only way to regain momentum is to take one small step. Create a tiny win to break the cycle of inaction. Don't write the chapter, just open the document. You are just here now, taking one step. You can stop there, that is a victory. Action creates momentum. Remember the power of a single step. In our pursuit of ambitious goals, we often believe we need to be our own toughest critic. We think that being hard on ourselves, pushing ourselves relentlessly, and never accepting excuses is the key to high performance. But when you are already struggling, when life has knocked you down, self-criticism is not a motivator. It's an anchor that will drown you. It's the voice that says, see, you failed. You should just give up. In hard times, the most effective tool for resilience is not a whip, it is a compass. It is the guiding, gentle force of self-compassion. Self-compassion is not about making excuses or letting yourself off the hook. It is not weakness. It is a strategic response to suffering. It involves treating yourself with the same kindness, care, and understanding that you would offer to a good friend who is going through a difficult time. It means acknowledging your pain and your struggle without judgment. It's saying to yourself, this is really hard right now, and it's okay that I'm not at my best. It's human to struggle. This simple act of validation can lower your stress, quiet the negative self-talk, and give you the emotional space to heal and regroup. When you are navigating a difficult period, your mental and emotional resources are already depleted. Berating yourself for not being productive or for falling behind on your goals is like trying to run a marathon on a broken leg while yelling at yourself for being too slow. It's counterproductive and cruel. Self-compassion, on the other hand, is like applying first aid. It allows you to tend to your wounds. It helps you conserve your precious energy for what truly matters, getting through the challenge at hand. It is the most resilient and sustainable path back to your goals. So practice being your own ally, especially when life is hard. When you notice that harsh inner critic rising up, pause, take a breath, ask yourself what you would say to a friend in your situation. Then offer those same words of kindness to yourself. Remind yourself that you are doing the best you can with the resources you have. This compassionate mindset is the ultimate expression of clarity. It is the clear understanding that your worth is not defined by your productivity and that your journey is a marathon, not a sprint. It's what gives you the strength not just to stay on the path, but to walk it with grace, resilience, and a deep sense of your own humanity. We have journeyed together exploring the profound connection between focus and clarity. We confronted the modern dilemma of distraction and the myth of multitasking. We discovered tangible daily habits that act as an antidote, like journaling and solitude. We learned to set goals with intention, connecting them to our core values. Clarity is defining your destination. Focus directs your energy there. Clarity creates power. Focus creates results. This combination is the master skill of all high achievers. As we reach the end, it's easy to feel inspired but also overwhelmed. Focus is about doing one thing, the right thing right now. Your transformation starts in this moment with the decision to claim ownership of your attention. I want to invite you to make it incredibly simple. Take 5 minutes tonight to write down one thing you are grateful for and one single most important task for tomorrow. A clear vision acts like a magnet. Your future is a blank page, waiting for you to write the first sentence. Your superpowers are focus and clarity. Start today. The only thing they are waiting for is your focus.